And we are on. Good evening, guys. So we're going to comment on tonight's Jamir match. So let's see. Last 16, we're going to watch Fakir versus OFA Ada. Fakir managed to win 3-0 yesterday, and right now he has 89% chances of winning based on the bets. Myself, I placed a 250 points bet on Fakir, and also I'm also betting in a 3-0. We'll see. Let's see. We're only going to start in 1 minute and 30 seconds, and after the match we will go through the cosmos for the winning team, and we will just comment on the relevant points to note for the cosmo choices. So let's see. Yes, in the other matches we have Hamlet versus the Teiku, with Hamlet expected to win, OFA Shira expected to win versus Eli Papal, and Grey Ace expected to win versus Faking's Madrid. And then we have the same two legions, with two players facing off in two matches. So Wit versus NX, so Yuhiro versus Almes, and Rags versus Nomiko. And we're almost ready to go. 10 seconds to go. And here we are. Okay, so Ada is on the bottom of the screen and Fakir is on the top of the screen. Let's see what they will decide to use in their first match. Here we are. So Ada is using a repaired Mu with Thanatos and also repaired Shaka, whereas Fakir is going with Doko and Pisces as main damage dealers. So Yoga puts the cross on Doko and hides him so that he cannot be targeted directly. So let's see what Ada does. So he gets redirected, basic attack redirected on Doko, who gains a Tiger Spirit. Five manas for Fakir. Second turn for Athena. Let's see what he decides to do. And uses Holy Light, probably I would say on Doko, to gain additional energy. Let's see what happens. Ada Athena also uses Holy Light, this time on Shaka. So they both have 5 manas each. So Mu probably is going to cast Wall on himself. Thanatos. Let's see if Yoga is triggered. He's not. So Thanatos goes on this Shiryu. Fakir uses Saori's reincarnation skill. We don't know who she did it on, but I would say it's probably Doko. And Ada activates this Ishiryu protecting Thanatos and Mu. So because Thanatos is using Chimera, he went to the left of this Ishiryu. So it's Doko's turn. Got 4 mana but only 1 Tiger Spirit, so basic attack on Athena. So now Doko has 2 Tiger Spirits. And then this Ishiryu for Fakir activates protecting Doko and Aphrodite. And places the mark on Gold Yoga. Thanatos is triggered, but he only managed to damage this Ishiryu shield. So Aphrodite has 1 extra attack because of the 1 energy left for Fakir. Wow, that was really lucky, so Shaka is almost dead. So Pog Yoga, there are still 2 crosses on Doko. Let's see if Fakir continues to place them on Doko or instead goes on Saori. Yes, still on Doko to try to get him up to 4 Tiger Spirits. So Ada hides Shaka and then does a basic attack. So now is Fakir's Athena. Holy Light attack on Saori. So Repaired Blue places the shields on Athena and Shaka. Ada's Thanatos has now 80 anger. So Shiryu for Fakir places the second mark on Saori. And then Thanatos gets redirected on Doko, who now does have the 4 spirits. And then Thanatos also releases the AoE. So Fakir has 8 mana, so on top of the dragons from Doko, Aphrodite will also have 4 extra attacks. So Shaka is dead. So Ada gave the double turn to Mu, and Aphrodite did so many attacks and killed Hades Shun and did significant damage to the entire team. So Fakir now changed the mark on Saori and then uses Saori Fatality on Ada's Athena. So Mu creates the shield on itself and then with the basic attack moves it to this Ishiryu and Thanatos. So both Thanatos and Mu are under the protection. So let's see what happens here. So Mu might be able to release very significant damage if those 2 walls are also destroyed. So Doko, basic attack, you only had a limited number of Tiger Spirits. So this Ishiryu healed himself, and now Thanatos AoE goes there. Shiryu counterattacks. But now Thanatos for Ada is going to release the AoE. Let's see what happens there. This Ishiryu does resist and counterattacks again. So Aphrodite is going to have 2 additional attacks for health and 5 additional attacks for energy. That is going to hurt. But is it going to be enough? Probably not, because Mu is going to do a very massive attack now. Let's see what happens. Starlight Extinction, let's see who survives. Only Aphrodite survives. But then this is Shiryu manages to kill. Wow, first match, first game goes to Ada. But Ada has used tricky characters such as Thanatos, Repaired Mu, and Underworld Shun. So let's see. So will Fakir use the same team that lost the first match? Let's see. Okay, so Ada is using an each minus comp, and this time Fakir is using Repair Cloth, Mu, and Thanatos. So let's see what happens there. Each is turn. Let's see if he wants to control. Yes, each on minus. Let's see what minus tries to do. Let's see if Fakir's Shun, yeah, it has 115% status res, so it will be tough to control Shun. So minus could try to go on Mu or Kiki to avoid the extra energy. So let's see what Cannon does. Fakir's team, the entire team is under the protection of Underworld Shun, so likely this attack, even if Galaxian Explosion is not going to do any damage, so yes, it is a basic attack. So Ada has 5 mana, so he's going to be able to activate Golden Triangle for Sea Dragon Cannon. So this is Shun for Fakir. Let's see who is going to protect on Underworld Shun. And then Kiki controlled by Minas. So only 3 manas for Fakir, so decides to basic attack with Mu rather than doing a wall on himself. Thanatos marks Mu. Underworld Shun, let's see. So Fakir decides to hide Thanatos to avoid him being taken by the Golden Triangle. Golden Triangle on Shun to avoid him chaining Minos or Cannon. So each skill is now on cooldown, so that's just a basic attack. Seven manas now for Ada after Kiki. So let's see if Gemini Cannon does the Galaxian Explosion, or Ada saves manas also to reactivate Minos. Galaxian Explosion. going on decision. So Fakir's Thanatos is almost at 100 anger, so it's going to activate very soon. So 4 manas for Sea Dragon Cannon, 5 manas for Fakir. And there goes Thanatos AoE. Massive damage on the entire team as expected. And now he's Moo. So he has 2 turns. So basic attack. And wall on himself. Ada's Mew now has fully evolved. Thanatos' turn. Basic attack on Minos. And now Underwater Shun. Double turn on Moo again. Let's see who Sea Dragon Cannon is going to exile with Golden Triangle. And goes on Moo. So let's see who Mew attacks. Mew attacks Decision, Butterfly Assault, Gaze of Death, and the Mew is dead. And now Shun can use 2 mana to restrict someone. Let's see if it's Minos or Ichi. It's Ichi. There goes Cannon's Galaxian Explosion. Let's see if this issue resists, and it does. Protection on Thanatos. And it's Minos' turn. Let's see. Only 5 manas though, so you can only use 1 between Sea Dragon Cannon and the Minos. Let's see what he decides to do. Yes, so basic attack trying to kill Decision, but Decision still resists. So 8 manas for Fakir. So almost certainly it's going to be a terrible providence for Thanatos, and Shun, if not exiled by Charon, is going to bind someone else. Let's see. Sea Dragon Cannon this time on Decision, trying to kill him in the triangle to do a massive AoE to the entire team. Gemini Cannon for Ada has 16 stacks. Let's see what happens there. So Ada needs to do a massive damage now to be able to generate enough overflow to kill the entire team for Fakir. It's going to be really tough. Let's see. Thanatos releases the AoE. Well, it wasn't quite enough. So Sea Dragon Cannon this time binds, exiles Thanatos. It's getting very tricky now. So full stacks of determination. Let's see what he can do, considering that Underworld Shun is protecting the entire team for Fakir. So he tries to go on A Shun. But A Shun even resists that, so it's going to be really tough now. So Kick is now also dead. Let's see. Just basic attack. And the Dragon Teeth is now triggered. And then Thanatos kills the Dragon Cannon. And now we can release another Terrible Providence and release the AoE. Let's see. Very tough for Ada. So trying to kill Thanatos. Wow, did it. But the problem is that now Shun is going to restrict Cannon, and that's it. Well done. Very good match. So Fakir wins the second match, so they are 1-1. So third match. So both Fakir and Ada have used Thanatos, Moon Repaired Cloth, and Underworld Shun. Let's see. So Hypnos, Cannon, still to play. Let's see if Ada is going to play the same Ichiminos team or is going to change it. It seemed a decent team, possibly lacking a bit defensively, because Mew just wasn't able to do much, and even in terms of offense, once Mew was gone, the team was really weak offensively. Okay, interesting. So Ada goes with the same Ichiminos team. Fakir is using Awakened Repaired Cloth, Siren, and Hypnos. Let's see what happens there. So Minos goes to control Hypnos. So let's see. So Fakir is going to have the mana for Sorrento skill, unless this happens, which is Ada does activate the Nightmare. So now second turn and basic attack on Ichi. So Cannon does a basic attack to again save the mana for Sea Dragon Cannon to exile someone. So Fakir is now at 2 manas after Athena activated. And Sorrento is hidden behind the Aphrodite's Veil. Basic attack from Luna. Symphony of Death, so 1 fairy, and Ichi goes to sleep. So let's see who gets exiled by Sea Dragon Cannon. his Hypnos. Basic attack on Gemini Cannon. Second round. 7 manas for Ada, 4 manas for Fakir. Let's see what Gemini Cannon does. So Ada can activate Sea Dragon Cannon Triangle and one between Minos and Gemini Cannon's Galaxian Explosion. So Gemini Cannon Galaxian Explosion is activated. So now only Minos or Sea Dragon Cannon can use their skill. Decides to use Minos. So skill used for Siren. So only Mew is not sleeping now. So Mew manages to kill Hypnos, who was outside the vine because of the triangle from Cannon in the first turn. But it's definitely very tough for Ada now, considering Sorrento and Luna combo. So basic attack, and now can again using the climax of that. And let's see, massive damage from the Awakened skill of Mew. Evolution on Fakir's Mew to try and kill Ada's Mew. And he's dead. So likely this is over for Ada again. So you could try exiling Sorrento, but the problem is that Mew is going to do so much damage. I'm not sure, possibly Ada tried to exile Mew. That was quite a stupid thing to do considering he's immune. Let's see what happens. So Gemini Cannon attacks Mew, but because of the vine it's going to be really tough to kill. And likely is wearing a Nether Cosmo, so yeah, very difficult to kill. So all targets are now going to sleep. And likely now Gemini Cannon is going to die, and that is game over for Ada. Okay, somehow Fakir decides to go on Sea Dragon Cannon. That was probably a mistake. So Ada should now really try to exile Sorrento. That's the only way. Okay, he does it. So let's see if Gemini Cannon is able to do enough damage. But unfortunately, Gemini Cannon was also sleeping, so it's not really going to happen. Yeah, that was a mistake from Ada, who tried to target Mew with the golden triangle. He had a slim chance to win if he had triangled Sorrento instead. But wow, so Fakir is now leading 2-1. Let's see in this fourth game if Fakir is going to win his last, or if Ada manages to go 2-2. I don't really like Ada's team. I find it a bit lacking both offensively and defensively. Let's see. So Fakir is using now Ichi Minus, and Ada decides for the third time to use the same team. Unfortunately for Ada, Fakir's Ichi and Minus are faster. So let's see what happens there. So Fakir is hiding this Ishiryu. So Minus goes on Sea Dragon Cannon. Trying to check the status res, very weak status res for Ada's Sea Dragon Cannon. So now is Ada's Minus. Goes on Gemini Cannon. It's interesting because if he does basic attack, he's going to leave the 3 manas for this Ishiryu to use. So he does a Galaxian Explosion instead on Mew, who has a massive damage reduction. And now he's Ada's Gemini Cannon. So 5 manas free for Ada. Goes on Minus. Didn't manage to activate the Dragon Teeth. So basic attack from Saori on Minus, and basic attack also from this Ishiryu Minus. So Fakir's Aphrodite is not going to have any additional attacks. So Ada is clearly trying to kill Fakir's Minus. So all 4 Aphrodite's roses went on different targets. So let's see what Ada decides to do with Fakir's cannon. So Galaxian Explosion, this time on Ichi. He kills it, giving determination stacks to Ada's cannon, who now has 8 stacks. Cannon goes on Minus, so the first one activates the Dragon Teeth. And then Minus is gone, so now Sea Dragon Cannon is free from control. Basic attack from Minus. Blessed Victory from Saori. Basic attack on Minus, so let's see who Sea Dragon Cannon is going to exile. I'm guessing it's going to be Aphrodite. Very interesting. So decides to exile this Ishiryu instead. Aphrodite there could really hurt a lot. Let's see what happens. He's going to have 1 additional attack because of the 1 energy. So Aphrodite manages to kill Kiki. Let's see. So Fakir's cannon tries to kill Sea Dragon cannon. Manages to do it. Now Ada's cannon, however, has 16 determination stacks. Let's see. On Saori. Possibly again questionable. So Minas. So Ada has 3 manas, so you could potentially decide to use Saga's Galaxian Explosion, but made really more sense to use on Ichi. Oh, that was very odd, because Aphrodite is going to really hurt now. Somehow they both resisted, but it is Fakir's cannon now, and Mew is dead, and likely also the first life for Ada's cannon will be gone. And now is Ada's cannon. Goes on Aphrodite. I really don't understand why he didn't exile or try to kill before. Okay, and now he's dead. That's very little to do, to be honest, for Ada, because cannon is at full stacks, and that's game over. So Fakir wins the match 3-1. So that first team for Fakir didn't really work, but then Ada decided to use this quite odd Ichi-Minas composition, which did lack both offensivity and defensivity, in my opinion. So let's have a look at Fakir's Cosmos. So let's see. So this is shown with Dragon Teeth, Marsh Fairy on Kiki, Scarab, Pearls and Knowing on Repair Cloth Moo, Chimera, Pearls on Thanatos, Laurel Tree on Underworld Shun, and also Knowing on Underworld Shun, Knowing and Dragon Teeth and Letter on Andromeda Shun, June with Mandala, Hypnos with Decelerator, Athena using the Marsh Fairy, Luna with Mandala and the Naga Pearls for physical resistance, Sorrento, very interestingly, with Scarab, and Mew with the newest Dragon Chant. Let's see. speed, double attack, and double C damage and attack. Fantastic cosmos. So Ichi carrying the Marsh Fairy, Gemini Cannon with Equinox Flower and New Moon, Minos with Dragon Teeth, Saori with Softberry, this is Shiryu with Book of the Dead and Naga Pearls, and Aphrodite with Chimera and Naga Pearls. So very interesting matches. So Ada managed to win the first one, and then decided to play this Ichibinos comp. Maybe he could have won another game, but Fakir overall seemed to have much stronger Saints, so unlikely Ada was going to win these. So thanks all for watching. That's all for today. See you tomorrow for the top 8.